In our previous episode, we finished the quest to do the triangulation for Artemis. Actually, pull that one up. There it is. So I was about to take off, but I spotted a cave there. And there's usually cobalt in the cave. I don't think I have much cobalt on me. Actually, none. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you have cobalt, you can actually make this iron battery. There are ferrodust everywhere, cobalt you usually find in underground caves and things like that. And when you have the iron battery, that will really help you with, for example, your hazard protection suit. So instead of using sodium all the time, you can simply throw in a battery, and it saves you a lot of resources and time. So I'm quickly going to gather some cobalt here. Let me scan that one first. Alright, I will gather some up, and I will be right back again. Because I understand that the episodes are pretty long. You know, they're usually over 35 minutes long. I will try to shorten that a little bit. Alright, I got some cobalt. So let's make some of those batteries. I'll just make 40. So now when I go to the hazard protection, just chuck in the battery. Saves you a lot of resources. You constantly don't have to look around for sodium and to charge it back up. Okay, back to our mission. I'll take off into space and see if we can get in touch with Artemis, what the next step is going to be. Alright, here we go. Okay, so he's all sentimental. He wants to upload, for us to upload our data, we have to go to a holo terminus. Okay. Let's use a scanner to find one. While in the background there's a whole fleet that is warping in. Okay, the scanner did find terminus right there. There's also something that we discovered in... also very interesting. We discovered that in that one building in the previous episode. It was speaking, that the terminal was speaking about the ruins that we can always explore later. There is the holo terminus. We'll fly through it. Because we selected the landing zone and the autopilot will simply fly sometimes through the building. But we didn't take any damage, so can't complain. Always get the nanites. You're gonna need a lot of them in this game. A free word. More nanites. Oh, the specimen that gives us +1 rep. Not sure why. Which reminds me, I don't think... Because the same you can do for the life energy that you have to replenish all the time. Let's see what that is. This one here. So I'm going to make some of those. And whenever my exosuit is empty, I can use one of those, well, let's call it energy drinks. Oh. At least we get our daily exercise this way. Yep, we did. So he's really confused as to where he is exactly, and he wants us to help him with that. So he's going to give us the blueprint to make his translator, and that will help him, or will help us with communicating with aliens to find out where he is, something along those lines. We'll just install it here. We have the resources on us. Okay. Scan C to locate an alien outpost. Alright, it's not too far away. Yeah, this whole mission is just sending you one place to the next. Oh, that is really not far away. Approximate location, but I'm pretty sure they are referring to this thing in the back here. Oh, there's a landing area. Okay. He actually gives me a chart to an ancient relic. I don't pick up the navigation data. I always delete them out of my bags. They're just, in my book, kind of trash. Oh. Let's get a 3 rep. Nah, that's the point. Okay, so we learned one word. Now we need to use that chart, and that will take us to a relic that can help us learn, well, translate another 33%. It's quite a ways. Even though it's on the same planet, I usually go into space then. And then I can dive down and that will make the trip a little bit quicker. Shave off 4 minutes like that. Like this. I think the island and the flora and fauna are still loading, or is it just really a flat island with nothing on it? Really? Oh, some grass, I guess. Okay. We got a little bit of a story. And we seek help with language. Teaches us a word. Helps us with our mission. Let me actually make sure. Right, now we need to learn words from a knowledge stone. And ironically enough, that can be quite challenging in the few games that I've played. For whatever reason, the planet I'm on that gives me this mission never has a knowledge stone. The second planet where I fly to also has no knowledge stone, so maybe it's my paranoid nature, but I have the impression that because of the mission, they take it away and they kind of really want you to fly around more. Because normally there's knowledge stones on virtually all the planets. Oh, we try here. It doesn't really matter where you learn the word. You can also go to a space station. If you haven't spoken to everybody yet, then you can just speak to somebody who will teach you a word, and that will be enough. So there's several ways to do it. I already spoke to everybody in the space station in our system here, as far as I remember. So hopefully this radiated planet will have a nice knowledge stone for us somewhere. Might recognize this as my home planet with all the beautiful bubbles. That is because that irradiated planet where I was flying to did not have a stone either. Like I was talking about in advance, that I've noticed that the next planet where you go to simply doesn't have a knowledge stone either for whatever reason. Maybe it's pure coincidental, but I just think that they remove it from the first two planets so that you have to do some traveling. So I decided to go to my home planet because I know for a fact that there was knowledge stones to get that last word. So we can continue with our mission. Now we have to scan for an alien outpost again. And now we have to find a life form to ask about your location. So back in our ship. Here we go. I already saw the structure here. It's quite a big structure with a couple of landing pads. I believe it's a trade station. It's more loot there, but if you loot everything in the game, it takes you hours and hours and hours to get any missions done. So we have to talk to this guy. There I was unimpressed. He's Viking. So in order for them to speak to me, I have to improve my reputation. So we have to improve our reputation by 2, and that can be done in several ways. I'm not sure if I have any items on me. I have a gag relic, but I need Viking items. I don't think I have one. I have one actually on me. So that is 1. Give that to somebody here. Okay. Alright. That's 1 of the 2. Oh, that looks actually like a real fancy ship. Fortunately, we're too late. Let me highlight the mission again. You need to still increase 1 point. An easy way to do that is actually you wait for one of these pilots to come out and they will trade with you. And they usually have those things on them. That makes it real easy. There we go. We need 1. If I had the money for it. I wasn't aware that I was that broke, but I can probably sell something. Sell. Yeah, I have a lot of copper, but I don't want to sell the copper. I'll sell this. Ooh, okay. Right now. Yeah, I'm pretty poor. Oh, rounds of life support. We made that gel for that. Can talk to him again, give him that effigy. And that will complete that reputation quest. Where's he? There he is. You have to do this whole ritual, figuring out what. They'll have their own ritual before they will talk to you and give you information. Okay, we can finally give him the chart, so he's going to tell us where he is. They say that they don't know the location. They call it nonsense. For sure. Okay. So he doesn't recognize the location. It'd be very disappointing to Artemis. So we're going to go back in the stars and talk to Artemis. Alright, here we go. We have to bring the bad news. Artemis is really confused because we saw his ship and he's pretty sure that he is in a location where he says he is. But of course, if you make a picture of stars, then that will change in time, their locations, so that is going to be difficult. And he keeps talking about somebody is hunting for him, and you can see them and smell them. He's talking about a portal, something collapsed while he was inside that portal. And he keeps talking about those things that are hunting them, or not hunting him. Glass, he keeps referring to glass. And he keeps talking about the 16, whatever that is. Okay, and now he refers us to an entity called Apollo. So now we have to wait for the mission to update. And let's see if that's the right one. We have to speak to this Apollo, and we have to find another Hodo terminus. Okay. There's one there. Actually, I have to go back to that irradiated planet. Alright, we landed on that planet. It's quite a walk, it seems. It's a lot of mountains here, so that is making it extra difficult. Still 400 units to go. Okay, let's get up there. We'll just loot this. Usually these things give you nanites, but sometimes they will give you an upgrade. So in this case, whenever you do these things, these, let's call them mini beacons, you get usually get an item, a navigation data, which then can be used to summon your starship here. So in that case they're handy, but otherwise I never carry them on me. Okay, let's go up there. Okay. Hello. There he is. Very friendly guy. Or woman, whatever, entity. Either way, he knows Artemis. And when we tell him that Artemis is in trouble, then he starts to get concerned because he wants to help Artemis. Make a very long story short, it basically means that he wants to help us find Artemis. So he's talking about the Sentinels, those drones that we've met before, which kind of makes sense for the term glass. So somehow the Sentinels are after Artemis, something along those lines. Okay, let's be partners. So he's going to help me create a base so I can prepare for the battles and the exploration ahead. Oh, very mysterious. Okay, so he wants us to go to a contact. And that requires some traveling again. We're going to go to space and then we'll open the galaxy map to see where that contact is. Here we go. M for the galaxy map. We detected a black hole. Right there. Great. We'll make sure to stay away from that one. But that's really more for later on. Okay, so this is the... That is the system where we have to be. So we're going to warp over there. First contact. It's a GAC system with 5 planets. It should be somewhere here. It's usually on the space station. So let's get in there. Okay, what side is he on? On the right hand side here. Ah. He's hanging out in the, let's call it lounge. A little gag there. He knew we were coming. Just filled out the paperwork. And he's asking what kind of hazard protection would we prefer for our future base. Well, we already have the toxic one. I usually, for whatever reason, I find the radiated planets really enjoyable. I'm not sure why. So I'll just do a radiation protection. And usually it gives you like a B level filter. That helps you out a little bit. Let's see what we get. So he gives us some structures, base structures that we can build. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's a B, normally a B. Let's get some warps on in there. So install that. Oh, there's actually a scanner. Interesting. Did I miss it? Oh, yeah. Did I miss the... Oh, I'm in the starship. So, oh, you have to fill that there. So I'm actually going to move these over here. So now we have 2 additional protections, toxic and radiation. You can see that this is a significant upgrade, so it's really not that great. This one is an extremely powerful upgrade, so that is really good. But for now, it's enough. Besides, I'm not even sure if I'm going to build my home base on a radiator. I have to see what's around. He gave us also some of these things that we can use to research. Well, we have our one base. Our initial base. Zalamut 1, which is a paradise planet, so we don't need any kind of protection there. I might actually continue with that one instead of building something on a radiated. Because paradise planets are really nice and you don't get to deal with toxic or a radiated environment, but the problem is that usually when it comes to resources, from my experience at least, they are kind of lacking compared to the more dangerous ones. But that might be just my experience. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it here because right now that little red icon there. It wants us to teleport back to our base so we can get that whole show on the road there. And I'm going to leave that for the next episode when we will actually start building our base. And I might actually see if I can maybe find another planet that might make it more interesting, like a radiator one. But either way, I do thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great day.